I wear my sunglasses at night because I have so many lanterns running. Hey everyone, DBSAR here. So tonight what we're going to be doing is another video on the LT1. And this one in particular is going to be of the sample version that they had created during the pre-designs, and the goldish color one that Barry sent. I'm going to move this piece of paper out of the way for another thing. So anyhow, yeah, here it is here. It's a very interesting gold. It's like, let's focus, yeah. So it's got the same features as the production one, but it's this interesting gold color. In the photos that you see on the website, on BLF, and in the topping and photos of this lantern, it appears to be variously different colors, but from what I gather, this is probably very close to an actual bronze color, like a sort of light bronze. And even though it was a pre-production color test, I kind of like it. I know they can produce this one, but we're hoping for they have the flat dark earth and the olive green and the blaze orange. But this one is an option. I kind of like it regards to the color stuff like that. Let's see if we get the focus right there again. Where is the focus? Right there. There we go. But yeah, anyhow. So we're going to compare this to what other gold colors that we're probably familiar with, just to give you an idea of its actual shade, like the tint it looks like. I have lights on in all directions here. Lanterns are on. Various modified lanterns I got running in all directions, above, everywhere else. But yeah, anyhow, this is the gold color one that they pre-tested in the pre-production models. There was this one and a green one. Some were sent with a green one, and I think they had a bunch of these here left. So they sent me this one here for evaluation. And it's kind of interesting. It stands out versus the black one. As you can see, there's one in the background right there. But yeah, so let's compare this color, starting to what we know as the Skyray King. Everybody's familiar with the gold Skyray King that came out years ago. It was probably the first pop can light that we've became familiar with its good performance for its time and its interesting size, which is basically the original where the version 1 of that was built from. So to give you an idea, this is basically a metallic gold with some gloss. It looks gold. So to give you the difference in the color, as you can see, there's a this one's, like I said, more redder. It's more bronzer than what that color gold. And another comparison, it's not the Skyray, but the Rook. Some is probably familiar with these from a few years ago. These were classic, the Fanny Fire Rook, which is very similar to gold to the Skyray King, but it's more of a satin finish, so it's less glossy as a Skyray. So again, it's basically a gold color. As you can see, it's much yellower. It's lighter than the sample color that the BLF LT1 that the Barry and Sulfur had tested. One of the colors that we've been wanting in place of the gold color, which originally was now that everybody voted for, was the flat dark earth, or FDE. So here's my Surefire N2 Night Nitrolon, I think it's called. Yeah, it's a great little light, but it's basically as close to flat dark earth flat color as you can get. This is basically what the military would use in flat dark earth. So it's like a more darker, more dirtier color gold, more sandy color, no finish and so on, even though these were made of polymer resin. But the actual anodizing I've seen on certain metals can be done very close to this one. So yeah, so the flat dark earth is what this would be, what we would want, what everybody voted for. So it would be a different color, no doubt. So if we can still get them in the flat dark earth, like this color, it would be great, because it's kind of like your military flat dark earth color. Another one that we're familiar with is the Roche F12, which is also gold. It's similar to the Rook, but it's just slightly more deeper, more goldish color, whereas this is like a pale gold. This is more of a darker gold. I kind of like this color. This was the color I originally voted for if we were going to have a gold version, because it's just a really nice, and plus with the sandy, really flat sandy finish, has really nice knurling out. It looks really nicely built. So again, this is what it compares to. So this is probably closer, just not so red and bronzy as this. So yeah, so that's the Fanny Fire. Another one I've had for a long time that's been one of my favorites that I've modified quite a while is this Ultrafire PD32, which is basically a copy of the Phoenix PD32. It's also a gold. It's more of a yellower gold than the other ones, as you can see. So it's more of a probably close to an actual gold metal color. It's a bit shinier, but again, that's what it would look like in comparison. Probably closer to a flat dark earth again is the PL47. If you look at it, it's probably close to that, except for it's not quite as yellow, not quite as brown. If this was a little browner color, more red into it, more satin, this would probably be an ideal color to have the LT1 made in, to be close to that. So I kind of like this color. It's like it's got a little bit of red, so it gives it a bit of a pink hue. But yeah, this is the Firefly's PL47, and again, this is just another comparison. And another example here was the Yuko Mini Lantern flashlight, which is more of a yellow gold. They call it a gold, but it's extremely yellow, so it's more of a it's just very yellow compared to that. Not bad. But an actual brass, for instance, is, again, when it's polished, it looks sort of like a gold. I don't know what brass would compare it to here. Probably compare closer to the Ultrafire PD32 in the shade. Yeah, it's probably closer to that. It's probably closer to brass, to be honest with you. Yeah, but anyhow, this is what brass looks like in comparison to this. Even the tiny original Through Night TI had a yellow gold color, which was probably yellower. Again, this probably fell in more of the same range as what that would have been. Yeah, it's pretty close to that. So yeah, so that's basically like golds and various shades of silvers. Like then this was basically designed as flat dark earth. It was the FDE color that we were looking for. So if we could get this made in this color, this was the one we voted for. But for brass, or for actually brass, I should say bronze. I don't have any bronze and metal here, but this looks very close. I had a coin that I found. I couldn't find it lately, but it looked very close. So this looks like a bronze color, which I kind of like it. So this could be something that they could even produce as a fourth color, and I think it would sell, because it kind of stands out. I kind of like, just like the hue with the shade of reflection against the lights. As you can see here, it's kind of a deeper bronzy color, and you know, compared to the black, it stands out. It's not so vibrant and as loud, I should say, as the green version, but yeah, I kind of like the bronze version. It's kind of cool. If we can get this along with the flat dark earth and the olive green and the blaze orange, that which is similar to what the lanyard is back here. Is the lanyard is blaze orange? Then yeah, we could go with that. But I think this is an option. I know they can produce this color, and if there was enough people that was interested in buying them, we could probably get this color, you know, very soon. Probably produce, you know, almost immediately. Whereas we know they're still having an issue with the anodizing factory that had something to do with environmental issues with regards to creating the colors that we were looking for. But yeah, anyhow, this is the bronze BLF LT1, and to me, I like it. I like the color. It's kind of nice. It's an alternative. Like, this one would be a nice color for a in an area just where it's hung up, and it stands out. You know, this with a flat dark earth, and the other two would be great to have. Anyhow, have a good night, everyone.